Welcome back to First Take. We actually have Lomas Brown at the debate desk as we talk Saints. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Well,
He's
Drew
a Saint.
Brees, yes, so you're ready to do it. It makes sense. Drew Brees just needs one touchdown to pass Johnny Unitas for most consecutive games with a touchdown arrangement. Now, arrangements are being made, for Drew Brees to visit with Sean Payton after the game and share the moment. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Saints GM Mickey Loomis and assistant coach Joe Vitt were authorized to go, but will not attend. Payton cannot have any kind of contact with the team, but he will watch from a secure location upstairs in the Superdome. Now, do you have a problem with this? And Rob, I'm going to ask you first. Do you have a problem with this? Should he be allowed to do so?
Absolutely, I have a problem with this. And Skip, I want you to hear me very clearly. When Roger Goodell took over as commissioner of the National Football League, he was the new sheriff in town. He kicked down the door. He was going to clean up the sport. Today, he is officially the wishy-washy commissioner of the National Football League. That's where we are with this guy, because either you're in or you're out. If you're putting out such a punishment that he handed down and now has backed off because he lost the arbitration, and now he's in a situation where we don't know what real evidence for him to hand down what he handed down, Lomas, and you know this. He had to have airtight information and facts to make such a stand that he did, and he did not. This commissioner has been damaged this year with the bounty situation and now the referee situation where all of America watched on Monday Night Football a ridiculous call by Foot Locker referees who shouldn't have been there, and finally got this thing straightened out, of course, 2 days after the mess, because they realized they couldn't go on with the charade. All I'm saying is, this makes no sense to me. If you're going to let those guys go back to a game after you basically banished them, you might as well just drop everything and said, you know what, I made a mistake and let's move on, because this makes no sense.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said about the commissioner. Everything, I agree 100% with you. The only reason I'm going to look at it as a no, look at it from a different way, I think this record is just as much Sean Payton's as it is Drew Brees. Because you think about it, Sean Payton's offense, a lot of Drew Brees' touchdown passes, it's nobody around him. Now, to me, that's scheming. That's getting the guys in the right position and everything. I'm looking at it from that standpoint. Now, if Sean Payton was on the sideline, yes, big problem with it. He's going to be tucked away in a secure place. Hopefully the cameras won't be on him to take a lot of the shine off the team. So I'm looking at it from the standpoint of Sean helped get Drew Brees in this position he's in. Yeah, I kind of like to see him get a little glory out of this. But I agree 100%. I think the commissioner has opened the can by doing this, and it's going to come back to bite him.
Now, wait a second. So you're saying if you'd given Sean Payton Kevin Cobb, that Kevin Cobb would be setting this record now?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, but look at everything. I know what you mean. He's a big look who he surrounded him with, too. Okay. Some of the talent he's surrounded him with.
I hear what you're saying. Okay, before I launch on the commissioner, which I've done many times on the show in the last couple of months, just in fairness, can you make a case that this is a display of feel-good PR on the league's case to just say to the Saints, hey, you've suffered enough, and just for this moment, to your point, let's let the coaches share in this moment. Just a little bit, little post-game celebration.
Can I just jump in real quick? Yeah. I'm going to say no, and I'm going to give you an example. When Major League Baseball came down on Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays for being greeters at Atlantic City, when they wanted no part in gambling and baseball being attached, they wouldn't even let Mickey Mantle or Willie Mays be involved in any baseball thing as long as they had jobs as greeters with the casino. Am I right?
Yes, I agree.
And they did not bend on that. They said it doesn't matter, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, well, now I'm done being fair.
Okay.
Because I was on the record going in that this commissioner was a prisoner of, if not a victim of, a shoddy, hastily done investigation of the Saints. I don't blame him. I blame the information he was too quickly handed, and he overreacted with his punishment. And this is the first sign of concession that he is wrong. the other sign we had was he's on the run in court from Vilma and Lawyer, who have the upper hand at this moment. Maybe it's not over yet, but they have the upper hand, in a shock to my friend Stephen A. Smith, who sat across from me for the last 2 months arguing for Goddell on this point. He's not here to defend himself, but I think this is the first sign of Goddell kind of saying, you know what? I better back off this a little bit.
That's why I call it wishy-washy.
Yeah, I know. I better just say, you guys, let me start to ease off and ease you back into the mix here, because on the face of it, it's just absurd to let them. It's not like they're under house arrest, but this was supposed to be zero contact, as you say. Now you're going to let them have a session post-game? No, you don't. If you're serious about the punishment that you imposed upon them, enforce it. Enforce it until it's over, until the season is over. I don't care if they go 0-16. Enforce it, Roger, if you believe in it. I don't want to see olive branches. I don't want to see feel-good PR. I'm sorry. Look, there's supposed to be zero contact because you don't want to open the little Pandora's box of letting Sean Payton start to say, well, I'll text you later. I'll send you an email, and I'll tell you what you did right and wrong today. I'll give you some game plans. Well, that's what they were trying to stop. You don't want to open the line of communication.
And also, why shouldn't Sean Payton, seeing what happened with Vilma and all, start to say, wait a minute, why am I sitting out? Why am I sitting out a whole year? Why am I missing a whole year's salary when obviously there's holes in the case? And for Vilma, who fought it, he was able to make headway. Maybe I should put in and start to fight back.
And you open up that old wound again. I mean, these guys, not to say they've gotten past it, but all this has happened. They probably started trying to get past it. Now you bring Sean Payton back in. So you just open it back up. And then look, we're talking about it. So now the media gets the story. So it's just going to get, it was just messy what he did. I could kind of understand, though, from the standpoint, Sean Payton's kind of connected at the hip with this guy. They know how important he is, but he's sending the wrong signal. He has definitely sent the wrong signal.
Rob, I was pro-Goddell in the beginning because I thought this league needed a little cleaning up. And I think even you agreed after a while, even though it was a little heavy-handed.
It was heavy. You must admit, I was early on.
But it sent some strong new messages, and statistically, it has been cleaned up a little bit from the Tagliabue administration.
But did we make a mad science, not mad scientist,
well, hey, nobody's infallible, and I think he made his first blunder. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe he just made a mistake, right? It happens.
It was a bad mistake to go that heavy. Because it wasn't like, okay, well, a 4-game. This was as heavy. We've never seen a coach suspended in the history of the NFL a whole season.
And not to give us the evidence.
And and never to present all the evidence moments, which is really the point for all of us to look at.
Vilma still wants to see it.
Exactly.
He's like, where is it? What do you know? All right, meanwhile, I want to tell you guys that I know what it's like to be in a new job and make a mistake, so maybe we should go easy on Goddell. What do you think?
So you're comparing yourself to the commissioner now. You are the new commissioner of this show.
But you didn't come on the show heavy-handed.
I'm putting it down for y'all right now. All right, coming up, Charles Barkley says LeBron can be better than Michael Jordan. Is he barking up the wrong tree? We discussed that.
That was clever. Did you come up with that?
I did. I wrote it.
That sounds like a Kevin Reeder special to me.